The movie we are going to watch today is based on a true incident. It is shown at the beginning of the movie that,
in a secluded area, away from civilization, James Hoyt and Kristen McKay arrive at night to James's childhood summer home, returning from a friend's wedding. Tension abounds between the couple, as Kristen rejected James's marriage proposal to her after the reception. James calls his friend Mike and asks him to pick him up in the morning. Shortly after 4 a.m., there is a loud knock at the door. A young blonde woman, whose face is obstructed by poor lighting, asks the couple, "Is Tamara here?" but is turned away by James. James goes for a drive to purchase a pack of cigarettes for Kristen. Before he departs, he starts a fire in the hearth. While waiting for him to return, Kristen hears another knock on the door, but doesn't open it. Upon asking who it is, she learns it is the same girl from earlier, asking for Tamara. Kristen reminds her that she already came by and locks the door as the mysterious girl walks away. Kristen realizes the chimney flue is closed, and attempts to open it. Smoke emanating from the fire triggers a smoke alarm. Kristen attempts to disarm the alarm when she is startled by another knock at the door and drops the alarm on the floor, unnerved. She calls James's cell phone from the landline, but their call is cut short. Kristen returns to the kitchen, where, unbeknownst to her, an intruder watches her, lingering in the adjacent hallway. Kristen notices the smoke alarm she left on the floor is now sitting on a chair, and realizes someone has been in the house. Upon going to retrieve her cell phone from the charger, she finds it is missing and begins to panic. When she hears a noise from the backyard, she arms herself with a knife, and opens the curtains to find the masked man staring at her. Screaming, she stumbles into the hallway and watches as the front door is forced ajar. When she goes to push the door closed, the blonde woman, now in a doll-like mask, peers inside. After locking the door, Kristen retreats to the bedroom, where she hears a loud crash, before James returns. After she explains what has happened, he goes outside to the car to obtain his phone, whereupon he finds the car ransacked and vandalized, and sees the masked blonde woman watching him from afar. The couple attempt to leave in James's car, but another masked brunette woman rear-ends them in a pickup truck, forcing them to flee. Back inside the house, Kristen and James find a shotgun and wait for the thugs in a bedroom. Mike arrives and realizes something is wrong after seeing James's vandalized car. He enters the house, and James, mistaking him for one of the intruders, shoots him dead. Devastated, James remembers an old radio transmitter in a barn on the property. He leaves and encounters the brunette woman, searching the backyard with a flashlight. When James tries to shoot her, the masked man ambushes him and knocks him unconscious, inadvertently discharging the rifle. Kristen hears the shot and runs to the barn. She finds the radio, but the brunette woman smashes it with an axe. Kristen rushes back to the house where she encounters the blonde woman, who taunts her with a knife. She tries to escape but is incapacitated by the masked man. At dawn, the couple awaken to find themselves tied to chairs in the living room with the thugs standing before them. Kristen attempts to reason with the thugs, before demanding an explanation, to which the blonde woman replies, "Because you were home." The offenders unmask themselves to Kristen and James before taking turns stabbing them in the chest and abdomen. Afterwards, the thugs drive away in their truck and come across two young boys on bicycles distributing religious tracts. The blonde woman steps out of the truck and asks if she can have one of their tract cards. One of the boys asks her, "Are you a sinner?" To which she responds, "Sometimes." The boy gives her one, and the strangers drive away as the brunette woman states, "It'll be easier next time." The two boys come upon the house, where they discover the bloodied bodies of Kristen, James, and Mike inside. One of the boys approaches Kristen's body and attempts to touch it. As he reaches out to her, Kristen, still alive, startles him by grabbing his hand and screaming.
And this is where the movie ends. Hope you liked this movie explanation. Like and subscribe our channel to see more similar movie explanations.